Hello and welcome to this week's video. For this week, I've prepared something a little bit different. Today, I'll be decorating my Stray Kids version 2 Lightstick. First, I'll just be opening the Lightstick so I can get to the center part, and we're going to be decorating this with rhinestones. So we're going to start off with some pink rhinestones to replace the red. My first idea was just to place each individual rhinestone because I had no other idea how to do this, but don't worry, I come to my senses pretty soon. So here I realized that I could just take like a whole strip of it and put that on instead of using an individual rhinestone. I was still being a little bit stupid and ripping off the rhinestones each time there was a turn, like a curve, but again, I fixed that later.
What the dog doing?
We are now officially done with the front, but don't think that's the end because I add a lot more to this light stick. We're moving to the back now, and I'm just going to be repeating the exact same process.
What the dog doing?
If you are interested in decorating your own light stick, this is pretty simple, and if you're wondering, this took me around 30 minutes to do in total, so I highly recommend this. It was very fun, very kind of relaxing, so yeah, if you want to try it, go for it. Okay, so here I'm still kind of debating if doing this was a good choice. I took the white rhinestones and decided to replace the little like compass logo with them, but I'm not sure if even right now I like the look of it, because looking back at the footage I like how it looked without the rhinestones, but I can always rip them off too because they're not like permanently glued on. Also, please do not judge how I'm placing these rhinestones because this is kind of a difficult shape to fill in, but I still tried my best.
What the dog doing?
This is how it looks done, and honestly, don't get me wrong with what I said before, I don't hate this. Next, I just took some more white rhinestones and decided to fill in this like black circle that is around the screen. Now this was a good idea, I like this a lot. Okay, this might have been another mistake, but I decided to fill in also the sides with more pink rhinestones just to cover all the red. This was one of the most tedious jobs I did for this project, which was filling the little gaps that were like at the bottom of the circle because they were hard to get to. But it was really bothering me, so I just felt like I had to do it. This also might be a little overboard, but I decided to fill the entire like circle that's under the whole circle. Oh my god, what is this even? Like, you see what I'm doing. I don't know if that was too much. Again, there were some areas that were really hard to get to, so you see me with tweezers trying to fit something in there. Okay, so we're done with decorating the lightstick with rhinestones, but we are still not done fully decorating this thing. We're gonna make some bows into different colors for the front of the lightstick. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm trying to measure here, but ignore that. I might look a little stupid doing this, but I'm just measuring where the center was of the ribbon so I could like, you know, tie it in the center, but that still didn't work. It was not in the center. Then I just measured how it would look on the lightstick. Yeah. Now I'm just tying the other ribbon because I needed to. What else can I say? So here's how it ended up looking like. I'm just gonna glue these two together now, and I'm gonna be doing that with some good old nail glue that I borrowed from my sister. Yeah. No, that didn't stick, so I just readjusted the bow and we're gonna glue this on again. Now that the bow is glued together, I'm just gonna be cutting off the length that's like uneven. Again, like you see how long one side is and how short the other one is. My measuring did nothing. So no, this is not me. I didn't grow gorgeous, long, beautiful, stunning nails in 2 seconds. This is my sister. She's helping me burn the edges of the ribbon so they don't like tear apart, you know? You know how ribbon does that? Stupid, but whatever. Yeah, thank you, Sissy. Now here's me just quickly debating whether I should flip it this way or that way. Yeah, I decided that white in the front looked better because it's like smaller and you can see it better. So now I'm just using some pink sticky stuff and just gluing it on the front of the light stick. By the way, if you ever decorate your light stick, I do not recommend using sticky stuff if you're going to a concert because you're going to be waving that light stick around like crazy and that thing's not going to hold. So like, I don't know how you can secure it, but secure it definitely than I did because this is not for a concert. So this is how my finished light stick turned out. I hope you like it as much as I do, and if you have any suggestions, comments, anything you want to tell me, please comment it down below. If you enjoy this type of content, subscribe or just like the video, and I hope to see you next week too. Bye bye.